Hello everyone, this is Felton at TBS Group. This video really is more just basically a shits and giggles bash into it type video. Laughing at Toyota really. As title states, Toyota has recalled 1.7 million vehicles all around the world. I'll read a bit of the article. Toyota's recalled nearly 1.7 million cars, the bulk of them in Japan, for various defects that may cause fuel leakage. The latest in quality control for the world's number one automaker. To me, they're not the number one automaker. To me, GM, Ford, Chrysler, Honda, the number ones, the top guys, not Toyota. I'm not a big fan of Toyota. Over comfort, fit and finish issues. They're good cars. I just not a big fan of them. I wouldn't rate them number one. They're number one in sales, but number one quality, they're not there anymore. Ford's climbing that ladder. Subaru's up that ladder. A lot of the European, German, British, French, Italian cars, they're up that ladder. But Toyota hasn't climbed that ladder. So this video will be more about quality automotive industry in general. As somebody who's also worked in that industry, I know I get around in industries. I'm in retail, aviation, automotive, and logistics, telecommunications. So I know my industry, so I know that when it comes to certain items. What can I say about this? Being an automotive guy, I'll tell you this right now. I'm very impressed with Ford, the Ford lineup now. They're making very good vehicles. They're doing a really good job. They're not fucking around. They're doing good work. You could have your quality issues. You can have your bad, what I call your Friday afternoon specials. Friday long weekend special. The lemon, pretty much for the simpletons. But yeah, I mean, I've driven Fords, GMs, Chryslers, and all this, Hondas, Toyotas, some Subarus, Mitsubishis, Nissans. I've driven quite a few different makes, and I'll tell you this, how I rate my cars. I rate it comfort. Does it feel comfortable? Is everything in a reasonable spot? Basic ergonomics of the driver's driving experience. I mean, is steering on the right field in the right spot? Is the shifter in the right field comfortable to reach towards it? Instinctively reachable? Can you reach for it with instinct without even looking for it? Can you feel like I know driving my dad's car in Toronto when I just left for my license, when I learned how, I kind of got to the point where I kind of knew what my speed was by the vibration I felt in the car. So people are just like that. Like I can tell you vibrations. I can feel different. I can feel difference in vibrations. I can feel something's wrong with the car by vibration or by sound. Some people just have that knack. I guess I do. I'm a troubleshooter where I work at Air Canada, worked at chain company. I had that knack for knowing when something's about to break. Sheesh. People say they don't like me around. Boss, I don't like you around. So you always tell me it's about to break. So well, it's about to break. The air conditioners, I told them, your air conditioners sound rough. It's about to go offline. It's like shut down. It's like, this is the hot heated summer. It's about 30 degrees outside. Inside the plant, it's about 40, 45. It's pretty warm inside. And he's looking at me, it's like, don't say that. It's gonna break soon, Jay. But yeah. What can I say? Like, Toyota, I mean, hey, I'll tell you this, the chain company made the timing chains for the Toyota cars. So, go figure. So, yeah. And my issues with Toyota, like last year they had major recall safety issues for stuck cylinder pedals on their lineup. I mean, that was a major safety issue. This has the potential to be a major safety issue as well. not in the same respect as the stock accelerator, but for fire, if the fuel, depending where the fuel leak is, if it's on the exhaust manifold, etc., 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 where it leaks, where it hits, if it's the exhaust pipe, which are hot enough to ignite the fuel, stuff like that. I mean, you gotta be, yeah, I mean, I understand every manufacturer have issues like this. Ford has their share of them, GM has their share of them, Chrysler has their share of them, Subaru, all the manufacturers have their share of issues, mechanical issues over time. Bad design of a part. I mean, the Toyota part's probably a $2 fitting. That's the problem. Or a $5 fitting, a couple $1 fitting, or a $5 fitting. That's the problem. And never mind wholesale, probably about $2.50, or $1.50, $2.50 for the part. With $5 retail, it's about $2 from them. Yeah, this probably causing the problem. Probably a small little stainless steel fitting that wasn't machined right in China. All those parts now, like all those small little fittings for Toyota, they're made in China. Material quality isn't there, machine quality isn't there, and that's where you're getting your problems. That's where you're getting the problems. You're getting with the parts being made. It's one of the issues. Before, what Toyota was having all the parts made in Canada for their cars worldwide, they had no problems with issues like this. The bushings on the accelerator pedals, parts that are jamming, the fuel fittings, oil fittings, all that were made in Canada. I know what's the company I used to work at that made them. And we made them really good quality, high quality, over the years. Until they switched to the Chinese plant, which is a mistake, in my opinion. But basically, there's a losing jobs here. You'll see. I'll get to the jobs issue a lot. If it's affecting Canadian jobs, I'll mention it. But yeah, okay, like part wise, like it's probably a little fitting, couple $1 fitting is causing the problem, or a little $2 piece part that's causing the problem. Piece in the part that's causing the problem. The assembly that's causing the problem. That's how it usually goes. Usually the cheapest, most thing that you can't think that it would be causing the problem, it actually is causing the problem. And that's how I got along well with troubleshooting for so many years. Why I'm a troubleshooter, because I just understand it. Accept the fact that it could be the littlest part, it could be a bushing, it could be a bearing, it could be any number of issues that are causing the problem. I remember, could be the part itself. So I mean, we used to have a '94 Taurus, Ford Taurus GL, I believe it was, the 3 liter. Engine good, transmission crap. Okay, this is basically the 3 liter Ford. The transmission for the 3 liters was crap, but if you go to 3 point, the one up from it, the engine was crap, transmission was solid. It's just that's how it works. But I'll say this little story. I remember having to do a brake. We had a problem with the brakes on the Taurus, so we go to get the parts. We do the parts. And about, I'd say about a week, 2 weeks, a few weeks later, we had to bring the car in for another brake job because the one side the brakes went sheared off. The rivets on it won't go. Those are certified brake pads. They were I guess they were the cheap ones, cheapest pads there. After that, I told her, you know, she needs new rotors, you need all this. Boom, I go get the parts, put Monroe's on it. Wagner, Monroe's, which one we did, but I think it was the Wagner's, which are great brakes. It's all the quality of parts you use. I mean, if you use cheap Chinese-made parts, you have problems. You use high-quality American components, the Canadian components, you won't have the problems. But here's the kicker, and here's where the contention is. People say, okay, North American parts are garbage. Canadians and North Americans don't know how to make quality parts. Stop. I said, okay, I'll say this to you. Screw you. You know what the fuck you're talking about. U.S. parts are probably the most durable parts you'll find. They're the most reliable, in my opinion, for North American cars. European cars, they have the different suppliers, and they're pretty good. As long as they're not made, parts aren't made in India, I'm happy. India or China, I'm happy. If they're made in Japan, I'll be happy still. If they're made in China or India, or anywhere like that, I am not happy with quality. I've never been happy with quality. I mean, I fixed all my vehicles. All the vehicles we've had, I did at least the tune-ups. I did, you name it, I've already done it. Heavy stuff. So I mean, I take care of the vehicles. And my dad's car, I only maintained it. And he gave me a hand with it. I did all the parts runs. I did all that. We took the car a read. He needed timing belts. He needed a belt change on his car. We did that in the driveway. In less time with the guys at the shop said it'll take. In the driveway, they have a hoist. We're doing it in the driveway. It took less time to do it. So nothing wrong with that picture. But yeah, I mean, he drives a Buick, a North American car. Cars that I would recommend while I'm at it: Honda, GM, Ford, Subaru, Mitsubishi, Renault, Fiat, Citroën, BMW, Volkswagen, what else? Mercedes, of course. Hyundai is getting up there, so I would say some Toyota models. Depends on your needs and requirements. Needs what you require. So I don't generally recommend Toyotas, but some of the vehicles are good. I like them. So I mentioned Subaru. Cars I do not, I would say, avoid. Toyota. Anything pretty much made in China, India, and Korea, generally. So, what does that mean? Kia is definitely out. They're garbage, i5. They're garbage cars. Hyundai, they're getting better. Toyota, if they bought Jaguar and Land Rover, I ain't impressed. They've screwed up two wonderful brands. And so I don't recommend either. Farman has a Toyota Jaguar, he's telling me it's even worse than his old British one. So, based on the quality, and they're thinking they're the best in the world for making stuff. I'm not a fan of any products. I'll be nuts to the top of the video. I'll be top of the video of what countries, why I shop for what I shop, how I buy parts or tools or whatever, buy items, computers, whatever. It's made in Canada, made in US, made in Taiwan, made in Japan, made in Germany. If you're going to say, yeah, you get this, go for it. It's good to go. But made in China, made in India, okay, no, never mind. And I'll tell you this, when I was in school, I bought a pair of pliers, Lockware pliers, from Snap-on, for $250. I still have them. That was over almost 10 years ago. 9 years ago I had these. 9 years I had these. I'd never had to replace them once. They've held up. I used them hard. I've used them too, and they held up. So, hey, I don't argue with the quality. So, thank you everybody for watching, and hope you have a great day. Bye.